Hi. So I'm talking about the Fair Work Commission case taken by Carleen Chandler against the Westpac Bank, one of the four big banks, multinational in Australia. She asked for unreasonable grounds to work from home, and that was refused. So she took it to the Fair Work Commission and her request was upheld. And I've put a link to the details of the brief of the decision in my newsletter, and it makes interesting reading. And if it wasn't sad, it would be funny, some of the things that the bank claimed. So that's what I want to talk about today, what the bank was claiming, what Westpac were claiming, and then Carleen's response to those. I'll talk about those tomorrow. Now, firstly, they had to admit they did not adhere to the requirements of the Fair Work Australia Act. They failed to adhere to the requirements of Section 65A, and it did not respond to her request within the required 21 days, and it also failed to provide her with written reasons for the initial refusal. And they were provided afterwards, and the decision brief says that the requested reasons were cursory at best. And it also says, aside from a brief reference to the policy in the response, there was no attempt to describe the particular business grounds for the refusal or how those grounds applied to the request. The response did not set out the changes to working arrangements that would accommodate the applicant's circumstances that Westpac would be willing to make, or state that there were no such changes, or the effect of Section 65B and 65C. And I'll tell you, they couldn't, because they didn't have any. And then it gets interesting. Westpac said, a policies and measured approach provides a mix of in-house, in-person and remote work, and enables it to manage the workforce. They said that the benefits of attendance included fostering collaboration within the applicant's immediate team and meaningful engagement with stakeholders. A physical presence in this office also supported centralised operational processes such as document processing and more effective team communication. And one of the bank executives from Westpac said that the various methods Westpac used to help team members maintain a customer focus included team huddles, only could be done in the office, training sessions, and get this one, the use of call boards on the corporate premises, which convey key messages to staff and are not accessible to employees working from home. Seriously? They have to go in the office so they can see the call board with key messages? And they did accept that an individual did not need to be in the office to achieve a particular work function, but rather that the ability of teams to work effectively with each other was far greater if there was a certain level of office attendance and face-to-face interaction. You know, or I think that's a load of bull.